What is Docker? Docker is an open platform for developing, shipping, and running applications. Docker enables you to separate your applications from your infrastructure, so you can deliver software quickly. Docker does that by creating containers which contains your application and all the dependencies required for running it. These containers are managed by Docker. The app is shipped as a Docker container, which ensures that it will work as expected. Allow me to elaborate. Docker works by adding a background process called Docker daemon on top of the host environment. Docker daemon is responsible for managing objects such as images and containers. It listens for Docker API requests and uses them for managing these objects. We connect and pass instructions to Docker daemon using a front end, such as Docker CLI. Docker CLI is a command line interface that uses Docker API to communicate with Docker daemon. Our application is placed inside a container packaged with all the libraries, configuration files, and dependencies required for running it. This setup ensures that your applications work uniformly despite differences between environments, for instance, Mac OS or Windows OS. To summarize, Docker is a tool designed to make it easier to create, deploy, and run applications by using containers. Containers allow a developer to package up an application with all of the parts it needs, such as libraries and other dependencies, and ship it all out as one package. By using containers, developers can be sure that their application will run on any other machine regardless of the setup of that machine. This is because the containers include all of the necessary libraries and dependencies for the application to run. Docker also makes it easy for developers to quickly build, test, and deploy their applications. This is because containers are lightweight and fast to start up, making it possible to run many containers at once on a single machine. Overall, Docker is a useful tool for developers because it allows them to easily package and deploy their applications in a consistent and predictable way. It also makes it easier for them to collaborate with other developers, as they can be sure that their application will run the same way on any machine. What are containers and images? To understand the concept of containers and images, let's take a look at an example, which is similar and relatable. Let's assume that you want to install Windows operating system on your laptop. To do that, you need an installation disk. You insert the disk in your laptop and launch the setup, which essentially copies over all the files, configurations, etc. to your laptop. Once the setup is complete, you can use your laptop and add your data. However, if your operating system ever crashes beyond recovery, then you will need to reinstall operating system using the installation disk, and when you do that, all your data is wiped off. This concept is somewhat similar to the concept of Docker containers and images. In our comparison, the installation disk would be compared to a Docker image and the laptop would be compared to a Docker container. Using a Docker image, you can create as many containers as you want, but remember, if you delete the container, then all the changes that you made to the container would be lost. Just like you can create a container using an image, you can also create an image using a container. You can do this if you don't want to lose the changes that you make to a container. Once you commit your container to a new image, all your changes would be saved as part of the image. After that, whenever this new image is used to create a container, it will have your changes. Topics covered in this course. In this course, we will learn the basics of Docker through a hands-on exercise. But before that, we must install Docker and download the exercise files. Installing Docker. Open Docker's official website www.docker.com, and on the home page you will see the download button for Docker Desktop. Click on that and download the installation file. For Windows and Mac OS, the installation is pretty straightforward. You just need to make sure that the correct environment is selected before you download the file, and then install the application as you usually do for any other app. If you are installing on Windows, then you might get a prompt to install WSL2 with a link which will guide you through the process. Simply click on the link and follow instructions. If you are installing on Linux, then you need to click on the link for Linux installation on the home page and follow the instructions. Downloading exercise files. Open github.com/maurya88 88/to-do-app. Click on the code drop-down and download the zip file. If you are familiar with Git, then feel free to use any other method that suits you. If not, then simply download the zip file and follow along, you will be fine. Right-click the downloaded zip file and click on Extract All. Then click on Extract one more time to extract all files. Extracted files are placed under following folder structure. To-do app main, then to-do app main, one more time. And then all the files. We want to add this folder to our project. For this tutorial I'm using Visual Studio Code, but you can use any code editor that you like. To add the project to Visual Studio Code, you just need to drag the project folder on top of Visual Studio Code window, and click on Yes, I trust the authors. On the left panel now, you should see all the files like this, and we are ready to begin our hands-on exercise. Thank you for watching the part 1. In the upcoming videos, I will cover more topics like creating app container, sharing app container, storing data, creating multi-container app, using Docker Compose, and many other topics. I'm open to feedback, so if you have something on your mind, then feel free to leave a comment. This will help me in building better videos in future. If you like this video, then show your love by clicking on the like button. Stay tuned for more educational videos, and please subscribe if you want to get notified when I upload more videos. Thank you once again, and bye for now.